Maybe I should do this self. Hello, everybody. We are back on Nerds with Dice. It's Riff Ballad of Fate. Just so everybody knows, YouTube is good to go, so the VODs are up there. You can catch the first 2 episodes over there, and American Summer. That's all I got. Please enjoy the night.
All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Rifts. Warning: violence in the supernatural. The fictional world of Rifts is violent, deadly, and filled with supernatural monsters. Other dimensional beings, often referred to as demons, torment, stalk, and prey on humans. Other alien life forms, monsters, gods, and demigods, as well as magic, insanity, and more are all elements of this world. Some parents may find the violence, magic, and supernatural elements of this game inappropriate for young readers/players. We suggest parental discretion. It's in every Rifts book. I love it. I think I'm gonna just do that every time.
Those warnings usually always are my indicators to whether or not I'm going to like something.
Yeah.
And I usually do.
So hello everybody, welcome to Rifts Ballad of Fate. We have a fun adventure tonight, but first let's go around and introduce yourselves. I can't see the overlay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and start with Michelle.
Hi, I'm Michelle. I'm playing Freya, who's just this unassuming spy type of person, and Rohan, this 8 foot tall, scaled wanderer, has 20-foot wingspan sort of deal.
Cool. All right, Ting.
Hi, I'm Ting, and I'm playing Greeks, a goblin-looking DB side tech.
All right, and Nerdy.
Hi, I'm Nerdy Titty, and I am playing Peppermint tonight.
And Evan.
Hello, I'm Evan, and I'm going to be playing Kid. He is a half-human blacksmith.
All right. Previously, the group was all on a train heading to the magic city of Dwemer when the train was attacked. Demons erupted from the engine of the train, which was powered by demons. The demon-powered train... Demons. I'm just going to say that word 19 times. When the group started to evacuate parts of the train, they found that there were some black armor lithe things stealing some things from the train. There was also a woman that looked like a porcelain doll with broken glass arms fighting one of the demons. And the group gathered the survivors, got one of the boxes. One of the boxes broke, shooting some kind of spirit thing at each of the people. And they wished to know more. Kid found the sword of someone he has been looking for, but it left before he could find the owner. Now, armed with this box full of weird runes and sigils, the group is going to Dwemer to speak with Azaxa, High Magus Azaxa, to see if Azaxa will tell them more. So, the group got through the first phase of the magical defenses of Dwemer by walking up and, Dwemer knowing they were coming. They were met by a 20-foot tall statue that was clearly piloted by a wizard that told them to stay along the path. Looking down the path once more, you see farms off to the sides, a couple of small buildings that lead about a mile or two up to walls, 200-foot high walls, with guard towers on them every, let's say, 200 feet, and the towers are another 100 feet in the air. If you have absolutely excellent vision, you can see that these towers are manned. I'm just going to say the group moves closer unless you want to stop and talk about something.
Wait, you said that there were towers and then another tower?
There's 200-foot high walls with
Okay.
guard towers interspersed along.
And so the towers obviously go higher than the walls,
Yes.
right? Okay. And there's a big gate in front of us?
You make your way. You can make your. There are also a number of what look to be skyscrapers with like a twisting pattern on some, and kind of bulb tops on others.
What is this wall made of?
It looks to be stone.
Stone. Okay. Does it look like Well, I don't think I'd be able to know that.
Well, you've got a number of skills you could check.
What
Does
sort of
it-
crops are the farmers growing?
You see some soy fields, you see corn, you see a field of a twisted, it looks like kind of like a pumpkin patch, but if all the pumpkins grew in spiral shapes. And you see a number of pastures as well. Cows, sheep, rams, one with horses, one with, let's see, yeah, they wouldn't keep a fury beetle farm that close to the city. But there is a gigantic grasshopper farm, which, small dog-sized grasshoppers,
Love that.
with that has a netting over the entire pen.
Oh my! How high can they jump?
I mean, dog-sized grasshopper. Come on.
Yeah, you see them hit the top of that thing, and
Would
like
Kid
some
have
of them
ever
cling
seen
up
these
there.
before?
No, it's unlikely.
Evan am intrigued. So he's probably just like, whoa, and just like looking at him. I fucked the wall. I'm now very interested in these giant bugs. What else is there? Giant grasshoppers and what else?
Cows, sheep.
Whatever. Giant. That's fucking cool.
Yeah.
Huh. He's staring. That's what Kid's doing. Is like, wow, and just kind of. Did our vehicles kind of slow to a stop when it comes?
Yeah, you come up to what is clearly the main gates. There are two other automatons there. They're in this book. Let's see which ones. There is one that looks kind of like a man, or you see another one that looks to be a man, like a tall male figure holding a sword, a two-handed gigantic magic weapon.
Like a Final Fantasy looking sword.
Yeah, it's called the Battle Lord.
Oh wow.
Shit.
Two of those. Yeah, they are formidable.
How big is he?
Let's see. One is made of metal. The other is made of what looks like marble. They are 20 feet high.
Is that what we came across when we came into
They're
the town?
standing on either side of the door. Yeah, one of these is also what you saw earlier.
Holy shit! These things must protect the city.
Was the first one metal or was it? You said
The
stone?
first one was metal.
Okay.
But it appears they can be made out of different materials as well. There's a couple of people at the front wearing like what look to be jumpsuits with like vestments. Like, I don't know if you've ever been to church on Easter where they have like a weird sash, like multiple layer sash. Trying to think of, like, sometimes they put it outside the church on the cross. It's weird. But they're wearing those kind of like striped vestments that hang behind their neck. Some of them have vests. All of them seem to be slightly armored. There is one who is wearing a full faceplate and seems to be ordering others around. He is wearing, let me get a good picture of it so I can describe what that dude looks like. You can actually tell if it's male or female, as they are in a suit of armor, which is, their face mask is like a solid piece at an angle with another piece put on top and little horns coming out all along it. They have like mesh eye coverings. They kind of have a weird insectoid style face, but you can tell it's just a human in armor. They're wearing tight black leather strapping on their arms and their hands. They're wearing gauntlets. They have extremely tight pants. And they're very lithe. And their boots, and they are wearing boots that appear to have a giant like spike in the back that hooks down, like a little spike that hooks down like this, and kind of has flares coming off the top of it up to their knees. They are covered in weapons. Well, not covered, but they have a utility belt with what looks to be some kind of long tube hanging from it. They have 2 swords on their back, and they have a number of chains dangling from their shoulder pads that they're wearing. They seem to be the one in charge, and they come up and go, "Who's the leader of this caravan?"
Well, we don't actually have a designated leader.
What's your group?
We were on a train called Finnegan's Revenge, and the demons decided to break through free, and we fought some, and we are
Okay.
here.
All right. Survivors of Finnegan's Revenge.
Yes.
You write something down on a little notepad. Turns, you can make some gestures with their hand, like they're saying something, but you don't hear anything. Says, points to where you see some less armored people at the wall. They say, check in with any heavy weapons. And then the group should be clear to go after a brief screen.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, move through, people. The caravan starts moving into what looks to be, the gates open into what looks to be a massive hallway. The gate is about 50 feet high, as is the hallway behind it. You see there is another interior gate, which is currently closed. There is a little booth inside with a goblin at it, like a straight D&D fantasy goblin at it, who goes, all right, survivors of Finnegan's. Any heavy weapons to declare? He's working like with a bunch of papers.
I just
Greeks suppose that the Greeks has to check this in and take out this laser pistol, which is pretty large in Greeks' hands. It's got
I said heavy weapons.
okay. I'll keep it then.
Yeah.
What do you consider a weapon?
Basically anything strapped to a cyborg, anything that is a missile.
Oh no.
oh I cannot.
Explosives. Any major explosives.
I want to look at the.
No.
I want to look at the. What are they called? Damn it.
There was a juicer in your group.
Yeah, the beefy
Yes.
boys. The
Yeah.
muscly beef boys. I want to look at him and be like,
Most of my shit got melted when I got slagged.
there you go.
All right.
I think a lot of these people probably need doctors too. Are there?
No, you've seen doctors. There's no one like in need of doctors at this point.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. They're all stable.
But most of these people were headed here anyway. All right. Sorry. Let me get the.
Greeks puts away their gun and is not going to mention the grenade launcher attached to it.
Okay. The goblin did not seem to give you gruff about it. All right, so, real quick question. Are any of you vampires, demons, dragons? No?
No.
No.
All right, we have restrictions on undead, cannibals, necromancers, witches, and zealots.
What does that mean? Necromancers can't come in?
Yes, necromancers are forbidden from entering, or in some cases, practicing necromancy.
Why? Aren't they just like a kind of mage?
That deals in the dead.
Oh, all right. I mean,
I don't know what necromancers you've met, but have you
I
ever
haven't
smelled
met
one?
any. No, I haven't met any. I don't know anything about them. I just was wondering.
All right, how about cannibals? You know anything about cannibals?
No. God.
All right, and everybody,
Are necromancers cannibals?
I mean, could be both.
What's this word zealot? What does that mean?
Basically, anyone who's gonna come in and tell everyone else they're wrong.
No.
No. Okay.
I'm not smart enough for that. Or dumb enough for that.
Okay. Also, anyone want to register psychic powers?
No.
No.
Technically,
The goblin looks at them again and goes, "So no one then." Okay, noted. Thank you. All right. Please be aware to blood feuds and vendettas are not tolerated in the city. Anyone caught in destructive behavior, magical curses, or killing and law breaking will be banished. And if you are then found again, the Grand Magi will make a ruling on you. All right,
Going to jail.
that's one option.
What is a blood feud, and what is that, and how does that happen?
It tends to be like when a group of people just hate another group of people. So there used to be this group called the McFields and the Hackcoys, and
I see what you've done there.
and they hated each other so much that they just kept killing each other until neither of them were like around anymore. So don't be like them.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Also, some necromancers or blood magic sorcerers will invoke some kind of magical curses, but that falls under curses. Basically, if you got shit with someone else, take it outside.
Basically, just behave ourselves.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so stand still for a moment, and a giant wave of energy. You don't see anything move. There's no mechanical things in the wall, but an entire wave of energy just ripples through the place. And you feel a little lighter, like some kind of beam of ultraviolet light just kind of like swept over you, like you just stared at the sun for a second.
Does anybody else taste purple? I taste purple.
That can happen. Also, if you smell fudge, there is actually fudge on the other side of the wall.
Ooh.
Right through Montgomery's Fudge Shop. Best in the city.
Can you tell us, are you the information person?
No, but...
But can you tell us where Assax is?
No. I don't...
Damn. All right.
Yeah, I haven't heard of a bar named that.
Assax?
I haven't heard of a guy like
Hi,
Assax.
Magus.
He's the
Exact.
Oh, the Magus. Yes, if you're looking for one of the Maguses, you should start at the colleges.
Thank you.
Find some Assax at the college. Gotcha.
Oh, is there
Whatever you're into.
the libraries there, right?
Plenty of libraries at the college. You might looks you up and down. I mean, there's Techno Wizard libraries. I don't know what you're looking for, but okay. Goodbye. Move along, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr.
Denix.
Thank you, Mr. Danix.
Denix Hackaway.
Oh shit! Oh, it got deep. There's layers to this lore. They were goblins. Oh, that does make sense. Chaotic.
Or he just named himself that. All right. So, with the entire group gets waved through. Some of the people know exactly where they're going and what they're doing. As you come through, you see enormous streets, giant buildings. There are people flying overhead. You see dragons perched at a regular, like sometimes on top of a building, there is just a dragon. Looking around, you see a 20-foot tall gargoyle with wings, just walking down the street, eating a tiny bowl of
spaghetti,
like chili.
Close. Okay, I like that.
You see flying above you, there are numerous TW wingboards. There seems to be some kind of like street gang of toughs on flying wingboards doing basic like stunts, and they clip an older wizard who yells at them as they fly past, and they curse you, old man.
Flip him the magical bird.
Yeah, actually a magical bird comes out when one flips him the bird. And the bird flies up to him and was like, I have a message for you. Would you like the message? He goes, no. And it goes, go fuck yourself. And then disappears.
Oh my god, I want to be a mage. Oh, I just want that power.
You see what is a brontosaurus pulling a cart.
Okay.
There is also like horses, stalls of shops along the main street. This kind of looks like a Ren fair a little bit.
Like the dopest Ren Fair
Yeah,
ever.
I say Ren Fair
Being-
because we all get that
right?
because none of us have ever been. I'm assuming none of us have ever been to like European cities, like
No.
old Europe cities,
But I've been
where
to a lot of Ren Fairs.
yeah, houses are in that kind of European. I don't know, mid-century. I don't know. That's not it.
Is
I
it
don't know.
cobblestone streets?
The streets are actually cobblestone. Yes.
Cool.
You do see the occasional hovercraft flying by. There is a man on the back of a just it looks to be a tiger.
The fuck?
Looks to be.
Yeah, it looks like a tiger. It is a tiger. You also see what is some kind of minor imp just hanging out.
Like a demon?
Just hanging out talking to that guy flying next to him. You do see the occasional demon. You see elves. There are a number of giants. One of the giants you see has 4 arms and a regal, like, stands stock straight. She's got 4 arms. She has a massive sword on her back and is wearing, like, an iron chest plate, and, like, armored as hell. Looks to be some kind of 4-armed, 20-foot tall paladin with holy symbols you've never seen on the shield. The local enforcers are all wearing kind of a purple and blue robes. You can tell who's like the peace officers here. But this is a pretty well kept, pretty functioning city. There are dog boys around, not a lot, but occasionally. But you know, dog boys clearly wouldn't be with the coalition if they're here. A number of aliens you see, the Quick Flex, you see Simven, who are badass monster riders riding what look to be what is it, Utah raptors, which are the Jurassic Park style raptors. Vanguard brawlers who just have giant knuckles and love to fight. You see goblins and dwarves about as well. And just a number of normal people. You see a lot of leyline walkers and a lot of techno wizards as you coming into a decently busy part of the city.
Did we park outside or
You all have
Still-
well, you still have your vehicles, but if you'd like, there is a parking garage where they can.
I
because
think
these are like these pretty wide streets. I'm
Yeah.
assuming.
You could drive around in here. This place is huge inside.
I'm imagining like a magical, like European looking, but like New York City when it comes to the density of the populace. Is that kind of like
It's
there's
not
just
as
people
packed as New
moving
York.
everywhere? Not as packed. Okay, cool.
But there does feel like there's a little too many people to be comfortable.
So it's like Philadelphia,
Yeah,
where it's busy as hell.
it's
but
busy.
not, like
You see one.
disgusting like New York is. Yeah.
You see one store, or it looks to be like a food court type place that is just people lined up.
Kid that isn't even. If I'm in my car, I
You
don't
can
even
smell
think-
some fudge.
I don't. That does smell. I don't even think he's driving. I think he literally like sticks his head out and is just in awe.
At one
Never
point,
been
you've
to
got to
a-
hit the brakes very suddenly as
Yeah.
you almost hit a gigantic armored gorilla man who bumps on your nose. Hey,
Sorry. I'm
tourists!
sorry. Yep, I am actually. How
Keeps
did you
walking.
know? Oh, okay.
You should watch where you're going.
Yeah, I just. This is a lot.
I want to pull up next to one of the people who are security and ask where the colleges are.
All right, if you're looking for colleges, they'll be in the north sector. So, go down this main street here. You'll see the Broadsword Street, but we just call it Broad Street. Take Broad Street up. It will split into 3. Take which college are you looking for?
Whichever one High Magnus Axaxia is in.
Okay, you're looking for the Brotherhood of Creation. Take the right path.
Thank you very much. Brotherhood of Creation.
All right. There are things to see around here. You see stands selling all kinds of wares and goods. You see a stand that just says cast iron skillets.
Ooh.
You also see a place with like neon signs out front pointing to it, which are garish compared to the rest of the like old world architecture around them. And it lights up with lightning bolts, lightning bolt, storm spire weapons.
Ooh.
Some kind of fancy weapon shop. You do actually hear the sound of someone working a forge.
Okay, I could probably. I feel like he could smell a forge before he even hears one.
I
don't
think
know why.
you'd hear it first,
Oh, okay.
but you can smell that kind of burning. That is very
'cause
specific.
The other half of him, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
kind of is so like in tune with that shit.
yeah. You can tell that it is. It doesn't take you long of hearing the pounding on the anvil of one of the dwarven songs,
Huh.
and you could
Cool.
guess that it is a dwarven smith.
Yeah. Awesome.
You also see an elven Fletcher's shop selling MDC arrows. There are taverns about. There are hotels.
Are you looking at the? Is there like a list for this city, or are you just coming off this with off the cuff?
I know how cities work.
Okay, this is fucking rolling. You're rolling with it.
You do see a couple of what look to be. You come up to one part where it seems to be the nice house district, with just like the most basically a castle.
Oh, like rich people.
Yes.
Okay.
You find a couple of those, and then you see the three paths break off in front of you, and in front of each or down each path leads to a massive school, a enormous building with written in Dragonese on the side of the building, the school of creation, school of battle, and I suddenly blanked on the third one.
The School of Fun.
No,
Oh.
no, fun is not their priority.
School of Fine Cooking.
There it is. Nope,
This is
that's
where
not it.
Yes, we take the right path.
Okay.
Yeah, you take the correct path, but I want to get the third name right. Good. The College of Battle, the College of Magic, and the College of Creation.
Ooh.
All right. You see, the College of Battle looks like a military fort. Like it is a kind of poured concrete building with ramparts on the top, actually, and what look to be arrow slits along the bottom level. There are no windows on the bottom level or on the bottom two levels. There is a massive kind of cannon on top, but the cannon looks extraordinarily weird. The cannon has kind of a spiraling pattern, as though it were made by like a giant's hand, just kind of like shaped it like pottery. And it sits pointing towards the sky, ominously on top of the Brotherhood of Battle. The Brotherhood of Magic is a much more cathedral-looking place. You see a lot of stained glass in that direction. You see a lot of like the area in front of it seems to be a large open field, and you can see there are a number of people hanging out in that open space. And then the College of Creation looks to be a very large, just square building. Just the biggest warehouse you've ever seen. There are some windows on the top. They're that kind of industrial window that's a bunch of little squares that fold out. And you do see, and then on top of that, there are floors that appear to be like classrooms, you'd assume. And
They're all next to each other?
yeah, it's just like bam, bam, bam. They're three enormous buildings. Like, I'm trying to think, like, if you've ever been to Philly, which I know not everyone has, there's just like a row of museums.
Yeah, yep, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, so they're like, you could walk to one from the other. It would be like a block, but they are each individual and distinct. As you head off towards the Brotherhood of Creation, you come up to a checkpoint with a little gate arm. There you go. You see an elf standing there. What can the Brotherhood of Creation help you with? Stares down at the truck.
Freya's just like, we would like to see High Magnus Exaxia. Someone that we met sent a message. He should.
The
be
High Magus is aware that you are coming. Okay. All right. I will give you. The Magus is not having office hours right now, but I can give you the address where they can be contacted.
Thank you.
Are they like up in the air?
No, they are walking on the ground, like
Oh,
at
okay.
your. But it's an elf.
Oh, gotcha. Right. Okay. They
With
tall.
pointed features, wearing what looks to be kind of like a mix between overalls and a cape. It's a weird. It's kind of a weird
I hate
kind
that
of
mix.
costume.
I hate
It is a
that.
weird thing. They have big shoulder pads that kind of separate it.
Oh, I hate it worse. I hate what they're wearing.
Yeah. All right, they give you the address. Are you just going there? Are you gonna look?
I
Yeah, they
would
said-
like to ask for an appropriate time to go. Do we need to hire a pigeon or something to announce our presence?
I will send word that the hold on. Does a little hand gesture. A pigeon shows up and flies away. Just please wait a moment.
Of course.
Is it lunchtime around here?
It's let's say yes. Yeah, it's a little calm right now. A lot of building going on, and you can just hear the sounds of what seem to be soldering and pounding and machinery from inside the College of Creation, but also kind of a song at some point. And just the flashes coming through those industrial windows are just the weirdest colors.
What's going on in there?
Building.
What are they building in there?
Automatons.
Sorry, Tom Waits. Those little Tom. Yeah.
They're building automatons, just massive automatons, and small ones, and medium-sized ones, and other gear.
They build robots.
No,
But isn't that what it-
Can Greeks observe?
no. You'd have to enroll in the college, and takes a moment. You see something flash in him. I don't think it'd be your style of learning. I don't mean that in a disrespectful way, but clearly you have other talents. But if you wanted to try and study magic, it would be possible. But very few people start out at the College of Creation. Oh, a pigeon flies up and then just lands in his hand. He holds it to his ear. I like you all, so I've been told to tell you 4 o'clock, by which I mean 5:30. Show
Okay.
up at this address at 5:30. You should be able to speak to High Magus Azaxa there.
Sax. Okay. Cool.
Well, thank you. Where could we find basically, I guess, the hotel region of this city? We do need a place to stay and park, clean
you'll-
up.
You'll find them scattered about, but I would recommend there is a Endless Days Inn. It is I wouldn't call it budget, but I wouldn't say it's expensive. You're probably looking around 50 credits a day.
Does that include breakfast?
I believe it includes breakfast and lunch.
Oh, well, that is reasonable.
Good deal.
It's better than some of the places. Yeah.
And apologies, we just arrived. Do you mind giving us directions?
Yeah. So you're gonna wanna. He gives you directions. Turn right at the fountain, which is also a dancing sculpture. But if you get to the one that is blue, you've gone too far. You're looking for the one that changes colors.
How far past the giant sword in the ground is it?
The giant scimitar is left, and then when you get to the giant rapier, it's right.
Oh, there's a giant rapier also.
Yes.
Oh wow. Okay.
Easy as can be. Just take a right at the giant scimitar, left at the rapier.
Were those forged in this city?
I actually do not know.
They had to have been forged elsewhere.
Uh,
I'd love to
they
see
were
that.
probably created by the lords themselves. The lords of magic.
That's a thing?
The laws of magic.
How do you
The
not know about the
lords?
lords of magic?
Well, wait. Are they like in charge of all magic?
All right. So the lords of magic are 3 divine beings in the city, and the heads of each college that rule the city. They are the city's defense, the city's heart, and the city's mind.
Huh. Cool.
Yeah.
I'd love to meet
They
them.
are about 20 feet tall.
Oh.
Yes. Let's see.
Do they have 4 arms?
Yes, they
We
do have
saw
4
one.
arms. Yeah. No, you didn't.
Oh.
They are not 20 feet tall. They are much bigger. Let me
Okay.
see. No, these
Oh.
are 17 feet tall. I was thinking the other
They're not
giants
short.
are of similar height, but these, they are absolutely hairless and they have like a bluish skin.
Like Dr. Manhattan's? Well,
Yes,
Dr. Manhattan.
but you know, they
But not with atomic power, but with instead being
yes, but
badass
instead
made.
having massive amounts of magical energy.
Awesome.
Yeah. They and he said if you've seen one, you'd know it.
Oh, okay. Well, do you guys want to find a hotel and then get something to eat?
Yes, and Freya just starts with the directions.
All right.
all
Starts
right.
going to the hotel.
Yeah, food first. I'm sure we find some on the way.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, I smell
Matters
some
what you're
fudge.
looking for. You do see the occasional street cart, some of which have like grilled lizard, some of which have some kind of meat,
I want to stop
probably
at one
chicken,
of those.
and the guy has it is a quick flex alien who has like 3 bottles of sauce and puts on like a hibachi style show
Yes.
while making your what is essentially just like
I want a
uh,
grilled lizard.
a gyro
Oh yes, with grilled lizard bits.
with
I
grilled
feel
lizard
like,
bit.
I like the thought that
Or is that falafel? No,
I
not
like-
gyro.
that was like that's like a common food back in Lockhinge. For some reason, I just think that that'd be neat. Like
Lizard?
Like
Yeah.
oh, I know this meal. Oh yeah, I want to try that.
Yeah, these are the smaller, younger lizards. These when they get older, they get much bigger to the
Mhm.
point where they are small dog sized and provide a lot more meat. They
Mhm.
are also nasty. They
Yeah.
are mean, and they are not pets.
If there's a cart that has lizard skewers,
Yes, there is a cart with
I'll-
lizard skewers
yeah,
as well.
I'll take that.
Oh yeah, that's really good. Oh, you should try it with this sauce.
It is crunchy. The claws are left on for the crunch.
Yeah, claws are the good part.
You got to get the red sauce.
Yeah.
The blue sauce makes it a little weird to most people.
Yeah, it's an
There's some
acquired
people
taste.
who like mages tend to love the blue sauce. No one knows why.
Freya wants to find a hotel before she eats. She's going directly. She wants to get a room.
Yeah. All right. So, the group moves along, and a room is got or rooms are gotten for the group. I'll say 50. It is a small suite where it is like 3 rooms, or yeah, 3 or 2 adjoining rooms, we'll say, and a foyer area. The Endless Days Inn is clearly an elven-owned establishment. The writing on the outside is in Elven/Dragonese. There's a lot of old-fashioned scroll work, like on the furnitures. There's a lot of inlay, stained glass, a lot of light foresty colors. The place is clearly a hotel, like it used to be some kind of regular hotel, but then the elves kind of gave it the elvish decoration and a lot of plant motif things. It doesn't feel like being in nature, but it feels like respect for nature. Nature is in their inspiration for decor. There's a lovely there is a tea service that is constantly available, and there's a little restaurant which says the which has vegan, vegetarian, carnivorous, liquid, gaseous options available.
Space.
Oh, kosher.
Space.
Or not kosher. What is it? Kosher.
Allah.
Halal. Yes.
Halal. So good.
Halal options available.
I don't know why their sandwiches are always good.
Because they use a better.
Burger's really good too.
They don't use bad meat, generally.
Yeah.
Frey is just like,
There's a place in Hamilton that serves us. Oh, it's the best. I'm so mad it was closed down.
do you have a tub? Does the room have a tub?
The rooms are a nice hotel room now. Each like the rooms are there are paintings in the rooms. There's one where it's just like a bunch of stripes, and then a bison.
Is it a heart-shaped tub?
There is
or like a tree-shaped tub?
you guys didn't go for the honeymoon suite. But it's just a big white tub.
Freya is happy.
But the hot water is literally instant, and it's a running tap. This place does have sewage, it seems, as well, which, even now cities don't. Like cities in rifts, not everyone has sewage.
Yeah.
Because, things exploded. It's nice. There is room service. It's expensive. There is a data connection and a screen in each room with advertisements for local services and pay-per-view movies and
Wow.
yeah.
Huh.
The screens are built into the wall and unable to be taken out. There's like a sheet of glass between the screen and like you.
What kind of movies exist? Are there movies now in this world, or like TV shows, or
There are some
are there people making those?
yes, there are people making things. Dwemer
Okay.
does not have a big scene of these. A lot of them come from Merktown,
Yeah.
or
Oh, that's perfect.
places like Kingston. Some of them are smuggled out of the coalition if they're, not horrible.
They're like weird movie. Yeah.
A lot of the
Propaganda
stuff
movies.
that comes out of the coalition is just straight up propaganda and
Mhm.
horrible. But a lot of there's one movie studio that is somewhere out west that's called On Location Pictures, and they specialize in high drama, like romances and big war movies.
Do they just go to where big wars are and shoot those?
No
And
one knows
also-
exactly where they're shot, when they're shot, how they're shot, but
Oh, awesome.
yeah.
Awesome. Time traveling, rift walking filmmakers. I
No
love
one
it.
knows.
I love it. Well, this is cool, but do you guys want to check out the city at all? I can't even. And a kid is saying this with the blinds open, looking at the city out of a window. I mean, does anybody want to go with me to look at some of this stuff? This is.
One of the kids on his wingboard scrapes up against the window.
Hey. Huh, that was awesome.
It's like, I would like to fresh it up a bit, and then I plan to.
Yeah.
There is a dragon on top of that building. It looked at me. This is crazy. Huh.
Yeah.
Alright.
We Greeks will go with you.
Yeah? Does anybody want to get fudge? And I want to check out some of those cast iron pots. I think they look really good. I'm gonna just start making my way.
Yeah. So in the city, you do see a couple of surprising things. Like you do see the occasional demon of considerable power. One that just looks like it has lightning for a head, an enormous body, and then a massive tentacles for legs.
What do you mean lightning for a head, Kevin?
Like
Explain that.
its face, like Ghost Rider,
Oh, but lightning.
But
instead of
lightning.
lightning.
fire.
But like,
and no
Okay.
skull.
Lightning on the side of my
Impressive.
face.
So I don't think Kid even understands that that's a demon because I think he's just
No,
like,
you
what
do
the-
understand that it's a demon by looking at it.
Oh,
And people get out of its way, but it is just floating there. Floating along, its tentacles not even touching the ground. Just down the street.
I don't want any of the demons to like see my face because I feel like he doesn't understand, demons. But I put one back in that little train prison, so I feel like, I better not. What if they're mad at me? Even though I'm sure demons don't give a shit about each other, but
Matters.
okay. I don't want to accidentally challenge one, so I'm just gonna keep.
You do see a number of bars that look rough and tumble. You see a number of brothels. You see a couple of places of worship. You see one that's just an enormous arch, like the front arch of an enormous cathedral, but the entire building is shaped like that. Actually, it's kind of looks like the Air Force, the chapel at the Air Force Academy, which is just a bunch of like pointed things going up. It's in Horizon Zero Dawn at one point.
Oh, I do know what you're talking about.
Yes.
Now, because you said Horizon Zero Dawn, I know exactly what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
you find a lot of military related stuff at what used to be the Air Force Academy. Yeah.
Oh, such a beautiful, beautiful game.
And
Well-
out written in common is the sign on it that says the Church of Dragonright. You do see a church with Christian symbolism on it. And you do see what is clearly a hexagon shaped what's the word? Not a temple, but I think there's a different word for it. A Jewish temple.
Synagogue.
Synagogue. That's it.
Synagogue, yeah.
I don't know why I couldn't remember that.
Mosque was the only thing in my head, but I think that's Muslim, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
And
what do
if you look for
what
one
do
of
you
those, you
guys
could
wanna
find it.
see? Where do you guys want to go? Are we all here, first of all? Because I know you
Well-
were taking a bath, weren't you?
mhm.
Or are you just like, fuck the city right now? I'm just chilling while we're running around stupid.
Freya is just like, well, we know when to meet up and where. So if
Freya has Freya time.
yes,
It's Freya time.
What does Freya do with Freya time? Did you read a book?
Freya
She's so mysterious. Like I feel like I want to know. Like
Freya takes a bath and
Oh, just chills.
You
Check-
guys have not spent a ton of time around each other, and most of it
Yeah.
has been moving refugees.
yes,
That's true. That's true.
Uh,
Well,
Peppermint,
wanna-
did you go with them?
Yeah, Peppermint will go with.
Okay,
Didn't
You do also see herbalism shops, alchemist shops. One says the Magic Forge. One, there's a place where that says +1 swords.
awesome.
Okay, yeah, she'll just go into them and then, like, probably come out with handfuls of random herbs every so often.
Yeah, she
What
just
are
like
those for?
pops into the shop and comes back with a bag of like
Yeah,
sweet smelling things and
Are you growing plants?
no, they're for medicines and poultices.
Oh, okay. You use herbs and stuff for it, huh?
Yes.
Oh, that's awesome. Huh. What kind of stuff are you into, Greeks? What do you want to see?
Greeks looking for spare parts. If there's a scrapyard somewhere.
you do see something that says it's a scrapyard, but when you get there, it is just large slabs of metal that appear to have been fashioned into something. There's practically no electronics there. But not that far from it, you do see like what looks to be about the size of a Pep Boy, not a Pep Boys, but like a Jiffy Lube or one of those instant lube places that says operators.
I actually
Okay.
might want to pick up some of those slabs of metal. Are any of them like nice MDC metal that I could work with, or is it mostly just junk?
It is mostly junk. You can tell that it is kind of more of a recycling place,
Gotcha. Okay.
and that you could guess that their biggest clients are probably the School of Creation.
Gotcha, because they're just okay. So not my kind of thing.
Yeah, there is one place that says CyberDoc, which most of you would know if you've ever been to a city, is a place where you can get cybernetics done. But it seems to be like kind of run down and looks a little sketchy. Like a place that sells CBD oil.
Where they're hanging out outside. Hey, come on in. No, I'm good. No.
You do see there is also a residential kind of places in between, and like if you go down a couple of the smaller streets, you start to see row homes and condos and stuff.
Did you need to
We
get?
check out the operator's place. That's it.
All right, you go to the operator's place, and as you walk in the door, you hear the ding ding of a tiny bell, a tiny electronic bell that makes that sound anytime anyone walks in, or anytime the door moves, really. And you see what looks to be a big, just heavy set man, sitting at a desk. You see up on the lift there seems to be some kind of enormous SUV with like 3-foot tires, 3-foot diameter tires. That is the motor is clearly taken out of it. Oh, it's like I got a cough, so I'm going to mute myself so I don't cough at people.
What are you looking for here?
Yeah, stuff.
Hey, what can I do you for?
Hello. Greeks wants to trade. Are you into trade?
Yeah, what you looking for? What you got to trade, really? Because there's not a lot in this city, to be honest. But, yeah, what's your name, you said?
Greeks.
Oh my god, get this ad off of my... Sorry. How can I tell that it is blocking my view of the website? Oh my god. Can't see my list of names. There's one. Victor Reynolds. People call me Wick. Yeah, I'm pretty much one of the 3 operators in the city. The other 2 work for me.
Is your is your truck need fixing?
Oh, that's not my truck. I'm fixing it up for a client. The Ruby Brigade, they call themselves. And you look over and the thing is painted like with a nail polish red paint. Yeah, Ruby Brigade, a little small merc company. Most of what I got's in the garage out back. You looking for any specific kind of vehicle? Got a specific kind of vehicle to trade? Looking for pieces or parts? I got some.
Yeah, parts. And the Greeks will open their backpack and dump out some parts.
Oh hell! I need one of those.
See if you.
I ain't seen one of these capacitors in like a year and a half. Actually, you know what? Just holding it and is looking over at the motor. You know what? Well, I got a couple of things that might interest you. You want to come on into the back with me?
Sure.
Y'all seem trustworthy enough. I got a good eye for people. Except you there. I don't really you there in the apron. I don't really trust you. Nah, you're fine. Come on back.
Okay.
Just miss me. Come on back.
I might need a spare tire if you got one, actually.
Oh, I got a big one right here.
I don't want.
Oh, well, that's what my wife keeps saying. All right. Takes you into what is essentially a 2-story parking garage And as you walk in there, the first floor you see like a pristine Harley Davidson motorcycle. You see some kind of hover bike. You see what looks to be parts of a hover bike in one space. You see a couple of broken Volkswagen Bug-looking cars. You see one that is clearly a stolen coalition vehicle, like a coalition officer's car, which has the front faceplate, which is a skull faceplate, is half blasted off. He's like, yeah, I'm trying to get the other half off, but it's damn stubborn.
There was one of these on the train.
That's a good look for it. Even better when the other half is off.
Yeah. I like to paint them fun colors. Like, get a little spice into something that used to be just clinical.
Like pink.
Polka dots.
Oh,
I have not done polka
like
dots.
that.
That would be a fun thing to do. You know what? I like you, Greeks. All right. So, anything specific you're looking for? Let me open up my workshop. Opens up a door, and there is a massive workshop inside with a red light that sparks to life and becomes a fully lit up shop where you see a number of yellow pronged harnesses for power armors. There is 2 power armors currently being built, 2 empty and one that is. It looks like it was like literally rended apart. Like you see claw marks in the one that's about half there.
What happened to that?
Well, I did not get the whole story, but the pilot of that one did survive and told me that some kind of they said it wasn't showing up on their radar or on any of their sensors, so they had to take out their faceplate and some kind of shadow beastie. They said. I don't know. I'm doing fine in the city. I don't need to go exploring anymore.
I get it. Staring at it like in horror.
Yeah. But is there anything specific you're looking for parts-wise, or just to trade parts? Or is there anything you're looking to build?
Yes, some Greeks wants to build a wearable hologram projector like the one in Total Recall.
It's been so long since I've seen Total Recall.
It's like a thick wristwatch.
Would you compare it to Leela's wristwatch from Futurama? Or Leela's armband thing? Or is it...
Yeah, it's about that size, I think.
Is it big or small? Like, is it like this? Oh, sorry, like this? Or like this? Okay.
Yeah,
like a thick wristwatch.
Yeah.
He goes, well, I do have a couple of lenses that might work for you. I do not have a disc drive or disc player, but if you've got something that's oh, you know what? Pulls out a bunch of wires connected to what is a micro USB chip. He goes, this is an old format, but you can get a few terabytes on here. Might be enough for 3D projection, but I'm not sure. I do have the lenses, but you need a power source. I don't have a good one of those for that. But you're welcome to use my workshop if you need.
Thank you.
Yep, totally worth it. And then puts the capacitor that you had in his pocket. In his, what is clearly, I didn't say before, a denim button-down shirt pocket with stains on it, and over it says, Wichter's Operations. All right, so if you want to build that is definitely within your capabilities, but you're going to need to give me some kind of skill roll. Some kind of engineering, preferably.
Electrical or mechanical?
Your call. There's both involved here, so your choice.
Do electrical. This is higher.
All right, let me get my own dice out just in case.
Would I be able to assist in any way, or is this? That sounds like it's out of my wheelhouse, right?
Your wheelhouse is not fine work.
That's okay. And this sounds like more tech than it is
Yeah, what
sounds like more tech than it is metal.
what
Yeah,
Creeks is doing is more finicky.
gotcha.
Though if you're willing to help him, he'll be like, well, that looks like it'll take a little time. You want to help me pry this faceplate off this damn car?
Oh, yeah, sure. I could probably do that.
All right. I don't actually need a roll from. It's just brute force. Which
Okay,
you
I
have.
just start fucking wailing on it. Actually, we'd probably get like a wedge.
Yeah, and it's like the trick now is wedging it off without breaking the rest of the car.
I'll see what I can do. Maybe what I can do is whack the faceplate, heat it up, and then start whacking the. That way, it'll push the faceplate instead of the actual hood.
I think one of the tricks you could do is light your hammer, put it against the part, and then do a quick tap
Oh, okay.
on
Yeah,
like certain
that.
parts of it.
So, yeah, like key parts of it that I can tell are like kind of like weak points.
He goes, hey, good work.
Thanks.
Greeks, how'd your experiment?
I got an 80,
Out of
54.
Okay, so you don't have it yet. You've got the parts, and you're starting to work on it, but you still need a decent power source for it, because it's too small for like an E-clip. You'll find something probably. You'll probably find something, but there's nothing here that would really suit your needs for the power source of it. He goes, well, I do have a couple of techno wizard friends if you want to have it run on magic, but I don't understand that.
No. Greeks will figure it out eventually.
Yeah, just keep. What is it? Iterate is what I was always taught.
Iterate. Good word.
Yep. Peppermint, while you're there, you're just hanging out. You do see a young woman come into the shop and goes, "Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know anyone would be here. Normally the shop's empty. Have you been helped?"
Oh, I'm just waiting for my friends to do. I'm not entirely sure what they're doing.
Oh God, did Dad take them back into the workshop? Oh, I'm Sally,
Yes.
by the way.
Oh, hi, Peppermint.
Yeah. But if you... Okay, I was gonna do his books today, but, like... If he's started on a project, he'll never get around to getting me his books. Alright, Yeah, so, what do you do? I like the herbs, it smells nice.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm mostly just a healer. I don't do much of anything else these days.
Oh, that's no little thing.
I suppose not.
Yeah, in this Magic City, it's weird. I can do a couple of like little spells, but like people can do
I've
around here is
magic as well, but the city is quite beyond my skills, I would think.
well, they say it's the now the second most magical city, probably even the first. But I've never been to Tolkien. Well, I was never at Tolkien before it was destroyed, and yeah, and Laszlo I hear is nice, but I've never been.
I've never been either.
I hear it's run by a dragon.
I have heard that rumor as well.
You know, that's where the planetary edict of distress and all that big, ooh, the world's gonna end. The world already ended. Get over yourself, big dragon. She chuckled. She'll sit there and chat with you for a bit. If you want a water or anything, she'll get you a water. She'll sit down at the desk, put her boots up on the desk, and just like talk about things. Trying to think what like small chat would be. Like, yeah, the weather just keeps changing, but in Dwemer we always have it like nice-ish, because you know, wizards. And
Peppermint will offer like a honey candy.
oh, she absolutely takes it. Oh, these are good. Do you make these?
Yes. They're also medicinal, low grade, but
No.
sore throats.
I mean,
and
not to
that
have
kind of
too
thing.
many. Yeah.
She starts tripping balls.
No,
Oh.
she starts
Very
actually just talking. Are you easy to talk to, Peppermint.
Yeah.
All right. She starts getting into some of her friends at her law firm, the law firm she's an accountant for.
They have accountants in Rifts.
They do.
This game has everything.
It does.
It's so good. Like, where in the grand scheme of dragons, giant lizards, and outer space crafts crashing do accountants fit? I love it. Can you play an accountant? That's my next character.
I mean, you can, but like, what are you gonna
Bob
do?
the accountant. You scream every time anything happens and run.
That sounds great.
Bob the accountant.
Hey, even-
what was the law firm from Angel? Wolfram and Hart?
Yes.
God, I'd have to
I
ask
think there
him.
was a third thing.
Look, even dragons have to have their taxes done.
Yeah, Wolfram and Hart. Okay, I thought it was Wolfram. It's Wolfram and Hart, and then there's a rival law firm, which is Luckman and Lake, I believe. There's one that is constantly dealing with Landau, Luckman, and Lake, is a holding company that often deals with people like, let's say, Wolverine. They have an office here as well. They are interdimensional lawyers.
Yeah, Amanda remembers it was Wolfram and Hart.
Yes.
Now she's yelling because she wants to know why I wanted to know that.
So she works there. She'll tell you like a bit about her life and her boss, who is a three-eyed lizard man, but also one of like, and just a pain in the ass. Like, she complains about her day a bit to a stranger, and then she realizes she's doing. It's like, oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh, you're fine. Don't worry about it. I don't mind at all.
After it's been, let's say, a little longer than you all felt it to be. So it's been about an hour when you're all done with the things in the shop.
All right. Well, I think I want some fudge.
As you walk back in, you see a young woman in her mid-20s. I didn't describe her when she walked in. I just had a picture in my head. She is she's got kind of like brown long hair in a very tight bun in the back. Is wearing what looks to be kind of a pantsuit and combat boots combo.
Awesome.
Yeah, and when she put her feet up on the table, it became clear that she did also have a holster for a sidearm. But, you know,
Accountant. See, Kevin, you can be an accountant.
it's a dangerous business.
It is.
Small holster or
It is not a huge thing. It is a reasonably sized pistol, but it is not,
And it's not actually a pistol; it's a calculator.
it is actually a
Disguised
laser
as a
pistol.
Can it be? Can it be both?
She would never do that to a calculator.
laser calculator.
Or would you do it to a gun?
What, add a calculator to the gun? She doesn't
Yeah.
care about the gun, but don't dare touch her calculator. She's got a
Yeah.
TI-83.
Oh,
It's a classic.
Greeks would totally
Yes.
do that. Like
She has another
weaponize
holster.
the calculator.
She does have inside of
Weaponize the
her
calculator.
inside of her jacket. She has another holster with a TI-83
Ooh.
in there.
Not 85 though.
Not 85. The 85 tried to be too fancy.
This accountant Riff's character is just becoming more and more interesting in my mind. and I'm
Sally Reynolds,
loving it.
accountant.
Sally Reynolds, accountant.
Accountant at law.
Yeah. Yes. And it's
See?
just epic things just happen around her, but never
Yes.
to her or involving her. It's just like she's walking down the street to deliver some papers to a client, and like a spaceship goes right through a building, and like a dragon is fighting it. She
No,
just
here's the
ducks
thing.
from some of it.
She has to deliver that dragon those papers.
Oh, has to
Yes.
chase him around the city. Sir! I fucking love it. Oh my goodness.
But yeah, so you've spent some time here. Freya, it's been at least an hour and a half. You're feeling chill. Do you want to venture out anywhere? You just want to like huddle up and do something, or
Well, after the bath, want to check um my belongings to make sure I still have at least my bag and some at
Every
least
yeah,
yeah. Uh,
everything on your nothing has changed in your itinerary or
okay. And
not itinerary.
wants to check uh like her messages and chatter, things like that.
There is signal in the building. So you would get any updates that might have passed through, but there's no updates for you. Um, there is a couple of bulletin boards you regularly check that kind of get updated in different places. Um, and one of them is talking about. One of them is giving a description of the train crash. Like, there, let's say you have a bulletin board where like recent incidents of weirdness have happened, and one of them is posting about the how the train crashed. No one knows what caused it yet, but even the mages are confused, which is strange. Witness accounts have not started coming in. Blah blah blah. That kind of
Okay.
thing. Kind of like a conspiracy board in this world.
Yes.
So it's also just like the Weekly World News slash the neighborhood app where people complain about like someone delivered a package. They didn't seem trustworthy. Yeah. It's kind of a mix of
Yeah.
those two. Someone delivered a package. They were a fire breathing monster. Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah, they were delivering a package.
Yeah.
Not
And
just
they-
breathe fire.
And they yawned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh yeah, you don't you see a couple of or one major post about that and then another person like responding to it with correct information about it. And someone's like something happened to the engine, the engine was destroyed and two of the demons broke out, but one got put back and the other escaped. And the username on this one is Dollhouse Mirror.
Hmm.
Ah. I know who that is. I
Okay.
figured out your mystery, Kevin.
Yes, all of my mysteries are now laid revealed.
Ah,
All right.
Well, game over. Yeah. So, do you want to respond to anything? Do you want to post anything?
No, I just want to make sure everything's fine. That I'll shoot a message to Danica,
Gotcha.
in Marktown that
Yeah.
survived and all that type of stuff. See if
you-
anyone's asking for Rohan, things like that.
You know it might take a couple of days to get to Merktown
Yeah.
from here, but there is decent amount of traffic because Merktown also has a magic section. So there's a good chance that someone carrying this message on their device. So the way messages work is each place has a hub, and anyone can connect to the hub and leave messages on it. So people just it automatically fills your thing with a bunch of messages that you don't even really have access to, and anywhere you go, it will distribute them. So it's a distributed system. There's words for all of this that I am forgetting because it's been so long since I took those classes. But yeah, so the message system has nothing for you currently. Danica, that's right. Danica, after hearing about the train crash, Danica would have sent an "Are you okay?"
Yeah.
Like, just check in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Um. Yeah.
And then after that, just made sure the box was secure on her, carry it away, go get some food, and probably by the time that meet up with everyone, she's eating fudge. Um,
Yeah. You actually run into each other at the fudge shop.
Yeah.
Morton's Fudgery.
We're all at the fudge shop?
yes.
Hey! Listen. Do they have peanut butter fudge?
Absolutely. They have
It's
a
so much better than traditional fudge.
they have a ghost pepper salt fudge.
I am scared to try that.
Greeks will try that.
they have an actual ghost fudge.
I am intrigued to try that.
Which is-
Yeah.
Is it ghost as in
It's
dead
actually
ghost? or-
more of a jelly, more of like
Jelly
a fudge
fudge.
gel suspension.
Can only ghosts eat this, or can anyone eat this?
Is it?
Anyone can eat it, but it is. But
Incorporeal?
energy beings tend to have a much easier time absorbing the nutrients and whatnot from it.
So, but it's not harmful to people.
Not that we know of.
I'll take a little bit.
Ah, I see. That's why you
Yeah,
have the
do-
sign.
Do you have samplers?
Yeah, there is a sign. If you walk in the door and then look backwards and up, it says all products are your responsibility to use properly. We take
All
no.
sales are final.
All sales are final. No returns.
We are not liable for any injury, death, dismemberment,
If you are pregnant, do not try fudge. If
any
Do not,
fudge.
do not taunt fudge.
you do not taunt fudge, do not look at fudge.
Do not tap glass.
And at the bottom is a little
one of them
Landau
is in
looking
a
in Life logo.
cage.
Yeah.
One of the fudges in a cage that says caution and it fucking lunges. Like, I don't want
That's
that
the
one.
store mascot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want a little bit of ghost fudge. I want a lot of peanut butter fudge. Yeah, and that's it. He's just.
That's about 20 credits.
Where are my credits?
I don't know.
I'll find them.
I don't have all the sheets
pay
open
the man.
because
I pay the man. I probably don't have a lot of money.
you can rate fudges on your list
Do
if
we
you want.
split the room cost or just someone pay?
We'll just split the. You could split the room cost. It's 50 per night. You've only been one night, so you haven't had to pay yet.
Yeah.
Also, that's unusual here. There's not a lot of places that operate on credit, but you have the feeling, like when you signed in to the hotel, that they will track you down. If you run out on a big tab,
They're coming.
They're coming.
yeah.
They probably have mercenaries on retainer just for that. Just ready to collect. Awesome. I have my new fudge. All my fudges.
All right. So
Yeah,
This
Greeks will
city's
take
amazing.
two pieces of the ghost pepper fudge and then one ghost fudge.
all right, that'll be 17.
17.
It's
wanna-
not cheap, but it is very good, and it gives you like a big brick of it. Like it is a substantial amount.
Do you want to try some of the ghost fudge at the same time and see what it does?
Okay,
All right. You want to do it right now?
why not?
Both of you make a save versus poison.
Oh shit! That's what it does. It poisons us. Do.
17.
All right, you're good.
I'm trying to see if I have any pluses. Oh yeah, I do. A plus 2. We roll a
Great.
d20, correct?
Yes.
15 plus 2, 17.
17. So both of you feel like
I'm very ill.
a little light, but you feel your molecules kind of like moving, but nothing bad happens.
Greeks, is this what drugs feel like?
Greeks wouldn't know.
Me neither.
Freya just takes traditional like peanut butter fudge, chocolate, and if there's some sort of swirl or perhaps
Yeah,
a
there's
caramel,
a caramel, yeah.
Yes.
Caramel chocolate swirl, yeah.
thing. Yes. Yes.
Mixing fudges, you monster.
So
Then
that'll be
we
about,
have now we
Get
have pocket
peppermint
fudge.
yeah,
Yes.
so everyone gets
We
a
have
bit of fudge.
Pocket
Yes.
fudge. Oh, God.
One for the road.
Well, in
Exactly.
riffs, all pockets can be refrigerated. So
You're not entirely wrong.
I bet. Actually, I love that idea. You hate it. Kevin hates it.
I don't hate it. I'm trying to
Yeah.
think like
How can you
what's
use
gonna
it?
happen because of the stuff you've just done. Okay.
Well, I'm sure that the fudge comes in a nice container.
Oh yeah, it's
that
an
this-
absolutely like a wax paper,
Yes.
and it's just like getting fudge anywhere else. There's like a little paper box.
Peppermint. Do you like fudge and candy and stuff? I just assume because of your name.
In small amounts, yes.
Is that your actual name, or is
Yes.
it just like your actual name is Peppermint?
Yes.
Okay.
Is your
My sister's
actual
name is Ivy.
Your what? I'm sorry.
My sister's name is Ivy.
Huh. So you guys were named after plants.
Yes.
Oh, that's cool. That's neat. Huh. What were you named after, Greeks?
Greeks is a name after Greeks.
That makes sense. That makes sense. I feel like I can't touch the floor. Do you feel like that, Greeks?
And what about you, kid? What is the origin of your name?
Well, Kid's my dad's last name. So when I was born, I just have his last name.
And what about your first name?
Krogahel?
Yes.
Well, it's Dwarven. Kroga means like courage or bravery, and then Hel means death. So it's supposed to be like bravery and death. My mom was real into like Dwarven heroes and stories and stuff, so she gave me that name. I don't really like it though. I just tell everybody to call me Kid. Nobody can pronounce Krogahel anyway, so it's not like a thing. But yeah. What about yours? So I still know.
Greeks does feel like Greeks is swimming. It doesn't feel like does it feel like swimming
It
to you,
does.
kid?
I feel like I'm swimming, and that if I don't keep moving my hands like this, I'll die. And I don't like that. This is freaking me out a little bit, but I think we're okay. My feet are still on the ground, so I'm just gonna keep doing this so that my brain doesn't die.
This is right outside the shop, by the way.
He pushed us out.
All right. Goodbye.
He has a conveyor belt just to pull people away when they start tripping on his butt.
Greeks is like standing in front of kid, and we're like both like mirroring each other's movements.
Oh, this is my first time in a big city, and it hasn't disappointed.
There is
Cool.
one of the wizards sees them doing this, and walks up next to Peppermint and goes, "Ooh, what kind of act is this?
I'm
Are they
not
mine?
sure. No, they tried the ghost fudge.
Ooh. Well, they're all still here, so that's nice."
What? Is that a possibility? Is that what we roll?
It's like a phase town thing.
Wait, what? Does this happen
You died!
frequently with the ghost fudge?
Yeah, fudgies, friggin' fudgies.
Fudgies!
And the wizard just keeps walking.
Like there's people who come in who scratch all their money together just to get some of that sweet ghost fudge.
It's more like potheads.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so good.
Friggin' fudgies.
Fucking
Fudging up the
fudgies.
place.
Oh my god. What does the ghost fudge smell like? Does it smell good? Or does it smell like nasty?
It
like
smells a little
pot?
faint.
Oh.
Like when you can just barely smell something, even with your nose right up to it, it is no different than your nose like a foot away from it. It's still a little faint.
Weird.
A little bit of ionized, and then you get the flavors of chocolate and essence of astral.
So it's like
Yes.
always away from us. It's like always getting halfway to it
Yeah,
with the smell.
you are always halfway to identifying what it is. There's clearly some vanilla in there, but there's also something else.
You just can't quite figure it out. It smells different for everybody. It's your own personal experience.
Have you ever done it on fudge?
On fudge.
Have you ever seen that movie On Fudge?
Yo, you guys fudging? You guys fudging?
Have you ever seen Cred Chip? On fudge? There's some weird stuff on it, man.
This is your brain. This is your brain on fudge. Wow. Well, shit. Is it almost time to go see that?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Freya just starts walking.
Yeah, Freya has already mapped it.
Yes.
So I think I still know you as Rhodes. Is that
Mhm.
correct? That's what we all know you as, right?
Yes.
Okay, sorry. Rhodes.
We're gonna follow. Well, no, I mean, you can say whatever, but I'm
Yeah.
just trying to remember in character
Mhm.
what I remember you as. So Rhodes. Now I want to. As I'm walking, Kid is avoiding stepping on, just casually avoiding stepping on any cracks in the street.
Except it's a cobblestone street.
Okay, so that makes it hilarious.
Yes.
So he's so Rhodes. Did you get? Don't step on those. Don't step on those. And I'm pointing to Greeks so that he doesn't step on them either. Don't step on them,
Hey.
or we'll die. So
Uh.
Rhodes, where did you get your name? Is that does that have anything to do with like actual roads? Does that have anything to do with actual roads at all?
Well, Rhodes is my last name, and yes, I have traveled a bit. You
Huh.
you may call me Freya.
Freya?
Yes.
Freya.
Cool. Any relation to the actual mythology?
Supposedly, yes.
Really?
Yes.
Wow, that's awesome. That's incredible.
As you get there, you are coming into a series. It is a nicer part of town than you have seen before. The buildings here are all kind of alabaster white, and 3 to 5 stories tall. They're a bit old. They look older than surrounding areas of the city.
Huh.
And all of them seem to have some kind of spire at the top. One has what is clearly a widow's walk. One has what is clearly like a bell tower. And the one you're headed to, at the top of it is it the largest house on this street. It's actually like dead at the end of a dead end street. And you come up to it, and it is an alabaster tower, 4 stories high. At the top of it is an enormous spyglass, like a telescope. And at the bottom of it is an enormous pair of chicken legs. And that's where we're going to take our break.
A Baba Yaga house? We're gonna take our break at a Baba Yaga house?
It doesn't look like they've moved in a long while, but they're there. They're made of alabaster. All right. So thank you everybody for hanging with us. We will be taking a 5-minute break. We're gonna go ahead, stretch, move around a little, take care of what you need to. We'll be back soon.
All right.
All right. Hello, everybody. We are back.
Hi. Welcome back to Rips, where the group is going to talk to the High Magus Executive about the mysterious box they found. Some of them seem to got a little messed up by the ghost fudge, but it will begin to wear off. Yeah. All right. So you go up to this door. You are standing in front of a giant alabaster tower, which is circular, and at the top is a massive telescope coming off, pointing, let's say, southeast. And the bottom floor is a gigantic pair of what looks to be chicken legs made out of, or sculpted out of alabaster as well. There's a set of stairs that go up to a door.
Well, I guess we climb the stairs.
Freya, you go ahead. It's gonna take some time swimming up these stairs.
All right, I will. I'll go up.
No,
And-
Is it gonna take both of us time to climb up these stairs? Is that what
you're
saying?
starting to fade.
Can I be? I want to be helping Greeks up the stairs because I
Okay.
feel like I'm bigger, so I probably was able to wear off the. How big is Greeks?
3 feet?
3 feet. So I'm 5 foot. 4
Oh.
feet. Okay, so we're not that big of a difference. So then I just
They are
want to
better.
be.
They are better swimmer. So like, they think they're swimming, so they're probably helping you.
Okay, that's because and I'm a very clunky boy, so I'm gonna have my big clunky shoes. Okay, all right, yeah, I got this.
All right. As you go up and
Nice.
knock on the door, or on the door, it's wooden slatted door. There is a big brass knocker with a thing. It's a demon's face grasping a giant knocker in its teeth, like the big thing.
Dunk, dunk, dunk.
You hear a voice coming from the thing. It says, "One moment, please. One moment, please. I'll be right there. Are you the 4 o'clock appointment?
Yes, we are.
All right. Be right there." And coming down, you can't hear anything from inside the house. The door suddenly opens, and there is a 7 foot tall. Was it 9 foot tall? Hold on. I always do this. Oh my god. Size 7 to 9 feet tall. 7 foot tall wolf man, standing in the doorway. Hunched forward a little bit, but wearing what looks to be very nice robes in a kind of semi-Roman kind of pattern,
Awesome.
like a kind of a toga, and a toga.
Fuck yeah.
Welcome. I am I'm Helix. The High Magus is just finishing up his supper. And will be made available to you shortly. Can I get you anything while you wait?
A glass of water.
Excellent. Anyone else?
Yeah, I'll take a water.
Water's fine.
As you come in. As you walk, you feel a sensation as you walk over the threshold of this place. Freya, when you walk in, you feel a moment of resistance. Like something's holding your foot back, but then you go through it. It says, please, come into the antechamber and have a seat.
The antechamber?
Yes, it means the outside room, the outer room.
Huh. How big is this place?
From the outside, it looks to be large, like very large. I'm terrible with sizes of things, like transferring it to a number of feet. But it looked to be like 2 small houses wide.
Okay.
I don't know that helps anyone.
No, that helps, yeah.
But inside, you come into what is like a full foyer. It does feel a bit larger on the inside.
It's kinda like
There's a set of
mansion.
stairs winding up around the edge of the tower to a second floor. The place is still circular, but you see a bunch of walled off areas built with the same alabaster doorways. There's art here. There is a coat room, as
What is
if you need
alabaster?
to store anything. Alabaster is a white mineral, I believe.
I don't know if it's wood or if it's...
Stone. Yeah. Let me just see what I've been saying.
Because I know it's a color. Yeah, it
Yeah.
looks like it's a mineral or rock that is
Yes.
soft, often used for carving and is processed for plaster powder.
Yes. So, everything here is kind of like given a nice, a little simplistic on the first floor. There is like a Spartan metal table with a or a vase with a flower in it, just one flower. And behind that is a mirror. Actually, the mirror has a thin gauze draped over it. And further in, you see there is like a kitchen area, and you hear some noise coming out of the kitchen, and floating up to you on a tray is 2 glasses. I don't know if anyone has heightened senses, but there is something carrying this tray.
Cool magic. Wow, thanks. I want to put my hand under it.
You hit some kind of arm.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Helix goes, don't mind this. I take it you've never. Okay. Don't worry about it. It's a rough intelligence that doesn't really know things.
Okay.
Okay.
Nice to meet you.
It doesn't speak or think. It just does things.
Like a robot.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know a ton about robots.
Okay. I don't either.
Well, it's awkward.
Silence.
Please come up to the waiting area. And you are brought up to the second floor. There's a set of stairs, but there is also you do notice there is also an elevator installed in the building, but it does seem to be like a magic elevator. that kind of goes along the stairs as well, like a big stone disc that just slides around the outside of the stairs. As you walk up, you come to what is a nicely appointed room with a number of books, a library with like a little sitting room, and a couple of couches. This is the waiting area. A whole lot of, like a lot of books here. Bound, some leather, some new, some old. You get the impression that everything here is probably been read, but you don't know, like, most of these books probably aren't the valuable ones.
What kind of books are they? Like books on magic or
A lot of
on,
books
like...
on magical theory would be kept here.
Mhm.
No actual books that actually contain spells would ever be kept in a publicly accessible
Right.
place.
Yeah.
Or potentially publicly. There is a number of like bestsellers from the past. There's like a Stephen King section. There's a series of just James Patterson novels, and there's like very thick, dense like Russian novels, like War and Peace. It appears to be in Russian. There is a book of sagas in Dwarven.
Ooh.
Which your family had a similar copy.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Definitely.
And sometimes they are given as gifts to friends.
Are there any books in Goblin?
There is a book in Goblinese. It is the wondrous tale of Thistleear, doubted and hated, and beloved by those who know.
I love it.
Yeah, Greeks will like pick it up and check it out. Start flipping through it. Even though Greeks is not a Goblin, they do know how to read Goblin.
Yeah. It's pretty much an adventure story, much like Lord of the Rings. But it's about a goblin who people always kind of like put down.
Yeah.
But is actually the greatest hero among the group.
Nice.
All right. There's all kinds of there's a couple of technical manuals for stuff that seem to be just like leafed through. There's
Oh shit! Did we bring the box?
I'm
Freya
assuming
has
Freya
the
has
box.
Okay, good. It's like...
My assumption is Freya has the box.
Yes, Freya
I
has
was
the
high on
box.
fudge.
You were
forgot.
fudging. You fudged it up. All right.
Oh my god! It works on so many levels.
Well,
Oh my goodness.
All right. So, Helix said, is there any... So, she said that, I forget her name. That is Kevin, not Helix. Helix knows her name.
Zach.
Who sent you? Melinda.
Melinda.
Melinda said that you, have some item of unique origin that could be useful, that you wish to know more about, and that, you did her a quote-unquote solid.
Yes, it's this box.
Helix looks at it, does a couple of moves with his hands, which have like claws, but not like claws. Has like sharp nails that are a little longer than you would expect on like a humanoid hand, but clearly has two humanoid hands. And as you also notice a series of like bands around one of their arm with leather straps with sigils on them on the right arm, and the other one has metal bracelets of varying like thickness. No, okay. Is it safe to touch?
Well, I'm touching it.
Greeks has touched it.
Yeah, we've all. I mean, I
We've
pried
all
at it
touched
with a
it.
crowbar.
Okay. I'm not getting any evil from y'all, which is a good sign.
That's good.
So, all right.
Is this Zaxxas?
I'm Azaxa's assistant.
Oh, okay. You're gonna open the box.
No, I'm going to make sure that the box won't kill Azaxa if Exaxa chooses to touch it.
So you were gonna, but what if it? So you're testing it to make sure it won't kill him, so it would kill you.
It doesn't seem to be killing you.
Yeah, it's just Do you do this a lot?
Yes, that's why I'm here.
Wow, that's really brave. That's awesome.
This is part of my studies.
What?
I'm his assistant and apprentice.
So you don't do it because he's like, you like love him or he's your brother or something. You just do it because you have to.
I respect his skill.
Oh, okay.
If I chose to not do it, I would do something else with my life, but I get paid a stipend.
Okay.
I don't. Do you find strange boxes for a living?
No, this is the first one.
Well, it's good you tried to consult an expert. All right. I'll be right back. It's a couple of minutes later. The Helix goes away. Helix comes back. The doors open up and says, the High Magus Axa will see you now. The doors open into a luxuriously carpeted room. Through the center of it is like a fancy hand-woven, intricately patterned rug, which seems to have a bit of constellations worked into it. Along the walls, you see glass cases interspersed with bookshelves. Some of the bookshelves are encased in glass. Inside one of these cases, you see what is clearly the skull of a demon. In another one, you see a enormous metal gauntlet that appears to be, the fingers of it are all like it's metal until it's not metal, but it's kind of like a gradual transformation from metal to bone.
Ooh.
And there's also a small branch in a big case. There's a small branch about this big, just on its side with a single like little bud on it.
Like a stick?
Yeah.
Oh.
Sitting at the desk, notices you see a mass of blue robes before you see anything else, and then they turn around dramatically. Their long blue robes flowing. They have a metal faceplate that they are currently wearing. That comes down with like little insectoid things looking here. It's just one solid piece of metal.
Mandibles?
Not mandibles, but they're like stylistic.
Like chitin?
It is clearly a ornamental piece.
Okay.
And a black kind of face covering underneath it.
Okay.
The eyes have gold, like insectoid style lenses. They are covered head to toe. You can see his hands are gloved with not thick black gloves, but like a black leather glove. And he turns around and goes, "Well, I see you've been brought before me."
I was not expecting that voice.
How tall are they?
They seem to be floating a little bit, but they're the top of them is about 6 feet off the ground, but they might be floating a couple inches.
Greetings, High Magnus. Thank you for accepting our audience.
Yes. When my sister said that she was sending people to me, I did not expect such people as you. Clearly, you don't know much about magic. But you have mysteries that you are unable to uncover.
This is true. Our mystery is this box.
If I may, would you care to be seated? You see no chairs.
Of course.
With a wave of his hand, chairs appear behind all of you, of appropriate size to be comfortable. Please place it on this table, which also appears right in front of him.
Of course.
Picks it up. Goes over to it, picks it up, looks. These patterns are abnormal. They are not runes, they are not sigils, they are not symbols. What could they be? What did you know about these containers?
They were on a train. The Finnegan's something?
Revenge.
Finnegan's Revenge? Yeah.
Yes, and these creatures were in the process of stealing crates with these, and
And I think
one
they were working
broke.
for.
I believe one dropped and broke, and there was a flash of light.
Did we notice that when that happened?
Yeah. It was hard to miss. Those of you that got hit with it, it was hard to miss for you. It didn't. No one else remarked upon it.
Yeah, it did feel weird. There were ghosts flew out of it.
Yes.
Right? Did you guys get hit with ghosts? I got hit with ghosts.
Sort of energy.
Green ghosts.
Yeah, I got a green ghost too.
I believe mine was red.
Ghosts tend to lack any sort of color definition.
Oh.
I doubt they were actually the spirits, but your understanding of them may have been of ghosts. Something else could be at work, or the box that crumbled was similar to this. As far as you know, they were exactly the same.
No, some sort of
Yes.
energy emission.
Yes. This.
Yes. Some theorize that the soul is merely an energy wave, vibrating at a frequency that matches the world. They are wrong.
Oh. Fools!
Picks up the box again. The patterns move very slowly.
Okay.
What you have outside of this will cost you for more information.
Well,
What do you wish to know?
what's in it?
You seek to uncover the contents of the box, yeah?
I want to know why someone would want these. Someone I'm after was after these, and I want to know why. I mean, is it powerful? Is it a weapon or something?
There is an intense silence as the High Magus floats there for a moment. This intrigues me.
Okay.
This is not a thing I have seen before, and for that, I will reduce your payment greatly.
And
But you
what-
have come to me for an answer.
Yes.
I don't have a lot of money, but I'll give you all I got.
No, thank you.
But you just said payment.
There,
What do you trade for? Do you like
something
pay?
is owed to me.
Oh.
If you retrieve it and bring it to me, I shall give you what information that I can find between now and when you return about this container.
I mean, can you tell us now? And then we could go get your thing?
Yes, some now
You-
and some when we return.
As a tradesman, would you take such an offer?
Greeks sometimes take down payments.
Knowledge is not
No,
as
I
fungible.
Not as
Also,
Bunch of. Was that a jab? Did you just jab us, maggots?
also, it will take time to study the differences in the patterns.
Okay.
What you will bring me is something I am owed anyway, but have not yet had the opportunity to retrieve myself.
And what is this item?
This item is currently known as the Fang of Fort Wayne.
Is that a place?
Yes.
Fort Wayne.
Does Greeks know how far away that is?
Fort Wayne is in Indiana. It is not a
Oh.
well-known town.
I thought you said.
For
I thought you-
for me it is,
Texas.
but
No, I'm not sending you to Texas. That is,
no.
he's not trying to kill y'all.
It's vampire country, isn't it?
Yes,
Well, before you get to vampire country, it's coalition country.
Michelle
I
knows
thought
exactly
you
where
said Fort Worth.
Fort Wayne.
Fort Wayne.
So it's a tooth. You're looking for a tooth.
The Fang of Fort Wayne is partially a tooth.
Oh.
Is this tooth attached to something?
Good question.
Has something moving?
It is not part of a mouth. I do not know what they may have done with it.
So it's
But you shall go to the domain of their Royal Majesty the Great Dominator of Canton, defeater of the Potheads.
Potheads.
The Potheads. And retrieve from them what they owe me.
Oh, so we just have to ask them for it, and then they'll give it to us, and then we'll bring it to you. That sounds easy enough. Right?
Agreed.
Oh, okay. Well, that's not so bad,
Do
guys.
they know this fang is owed to you?
Yes.
Yeah, that's easy.
Do they willingly want to give it to you?
I do not know the mood of their Royal Majesty Great Dominator of the Canton, Lord of the Pothead Scrax.
Scrax.
Axe.
Scrax?
What kind of person is he? They king, you said, right?
They call him.
Lord.
He calls himself their Royal Majesty Great Dominator of the Canton, Lord of the Pothead Scrax.
Great Dominator doesn't give me a lot of confidence. Makes me feel like he's a. Is he
Do
a
you
warlord?
accept
Is that a
my
warlord?
terms?
Do you know where this person is?
They are currently in what used to be known as Fort Wayne.
Ah, all right. So, yes, we will go forth to this great dominator in Fort Wayne and request the Fang on your behalf. Do you have a sort of signa so they, or a letter so they believe that we are there on your behalf, that they don't think we're a bunch of liars?
None would dare ask. Falsely.
Why?
To do so would incur my wrath.
Oh, incur your wrath. Okay.
Yes.
So if we say that we are there for on your behalf, they will believe us.
What they believe or do not believe is not my concern.
All right.
Do you know if they if
Budge?
they yes, do we need to bring some sort of gift to their Royal Majesty Grand Dominator of the Popheads?
I am not their ambassador of protocol, but
Of
it is
course.
always nice when visiting a new place to bring a gift, yes.
Well, all right. Well, thank you. Of course, this will take us a few days. You have to travel there and then come back, of course.
Knowledge is not gained overnight or in an instant. Knowledge is gained over a lifetime. Some lifetimes are but an instant.
True.
I'm so glad I didn't eat any more of that fudge. Before we go, I have a couple of questions for you. The person who robbed that train, the whole reason that this happened, is somebody that I know. Have you seen anybody wielding a kobold sword come through this city?
I must inquire about the pronunciation.
The pronunciation of what?
The sword's name.
Oh.
Is it Cobalt or Kobold?
Cobalt.
Ah, that
Yeah,
should
not
be...
Cobalt. Sorry, that's
Cobalt
those...
swords are available for sale in the city. Yes.
Yeah, no, not
Cobalt
those.
swords are nigh unheard of.
Exactly.
There may be an additional charge for such research. If you wish to know more about the Cobalt blade, I will discover something.
Okay. What do you want for that?
You are a craftsman, yes?
Yes. And a good one. Oh, pretty good.
What is your specialty?
Well, I'm a smith. I forge and form metal into pretty much anything you want. Weapons, armor. I make really good kitchenware. Pots, pans.
Holds out a hand to hush you. You instantly silence. Like, not magically, just the authority.
Yeah.
I shall ask you to build something for me when you have returned.
Okay.
I will tell you about it in the moment, and you will never speak of it again. Do we have an agreement?
Yes. If you're able to tell me helpful information about the Cobalt sword that could lead me to the man who wields it, then yes.
Agreed.
Okay.
If my information is not satisfactory, then no information would be. My thoroughness is beyond reproach.
Okay. Good. Well,
This will take several days. I will have to push some projects aside, but you have brought me an intriguing puzzle.
We are grateful. Hi, Magnus.
thank you.
You may go in peace
Okay.
and safety.
Okay, goodbye.
Thank you.
May wisdom guide your path.
Yeah. I just start backing up and leaving.
You back into Helix, who is
Ah.
7 feet. Oh, sorry.
Ah.
Sorry. All right, this way. Come on down.
Okay. Well, all right.
I want to give you a reminder that all oaths made in there are binding. That such oaths are taken extremely seriously, and such things made within a sanctuary and circle are protected from other knowledge. Anything said in this building cannot be heard by outside forces. This is one of the most safest, most secure spots in the entirety of this plane.
This building?
Yes.
Wow.
Helix, do you know where we could find information about this Royal Majesty Grand Dominator of the Fort Wayne?
Hunches a little lower. So he sent you after the tooth, huh?
Yes.
All right. I know he saved its life. I know it's greedy. He called it haughty, so let that guide your path.
What's haughty mean?
Highfalutin.
Oh. Fancy?
Yep.
Gotcha.
Is it going to... Are they going to give it up easily, or do we have to...
I wouldn't... I'm looking at you all, and he didn't send you in as a war group. He didn't send you in... Don't go in guns blazing, that won't probably help. But, you know, dragons are fickle.
Who's the dragon? The Magus or
the
the
Majesty.
Dominator?
Both. The Grand
The Magus is not a dragon.
So the Dominator's a dragon?
The Lord of the Potheads.
Grand...
We're gonna go the defeater of the Potheads.
Royal Majesty, their Royal Majesty, the Grand Dominator, ruler of the
Of the
Potheads.
canton, you gotta get it all.
Of the
You
canton.
gotta get it all. Huh.
Oh my gosh, it's like Darnarius Targaryen.
Wait, so he sent us to go get something from a dragon.
Yep.
Do you think dragons like fudge?
Hell, who doesn't?
Okay, we will grab more fudge. Is there a good map on the way to find it? Or, of course, would want to take a safer path.
I don't know. I mean, if you ask the Magus for a map, there'll be a cost.
No,
no.
we can
No,
probably get a map.
perhaps the library.
You can find a cartographer. You can find a what are they called? A wilderness scout.
Yes.
Find one of those dog people, maybe.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Helix.
Travel well.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
All right. So you are shown the door, not like in a rushed way, but you do get the feeling it is time for you to leave.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But between the two, does Greeks get the impression that like which one is smarter? Is Helix smarter than?
It matters what you mean by smarter. Helix is more aware of people.
Common sense and like.
You would assume the High Magus has a deeper knowledge. Like, if you're looking for someone to recite facts, Helix is not dumb at all. But has not been doing this as long as the Magus.
Gotcha.
What should we do? I've never encountered a dragon before. I don't know anything about them. All I know are stories, and the stories are that they sleep on gold, and they eat knights, and that some of them are really, really smart.
Okay, you have the really smart part down.
Okay.
Not all dragons are the same,
Okay.
but a lot of respect, a gift, looking the
Gift.
best that we can, of course.
Oh.
Uh,
Well, a gift. I like that idea. Um, I mean, I make things, but I don't think I'd make anything that a dragon would like. What do you guys? What can you guys
do,
do? Like, do you guys
do
think
you
you
have
guys can make it?
something? Well, do you have something that would represent your family or your culture or something that only you could make?
Oh yeah, I like that.
That would be
Yeah.
representative of your, yes.
Yeah, and I hold up my hammer to show the lotus fire like emblem on it. And that's my
Your maker's mark.
work. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I could do that. Yeah, I could make something.
Oh, Peppermint, give me a lore, either a lore magic or an identify plants. As you're thinking while you're leaving the house.
14.
14 is extremely low. What's your skill in the one you? In which one did you choose?
We'll choose identify plants. 50.
Okay, so the small twig is not part of any tree that grows in America. It's clearly some kind of magical tree thing, but you're not familiar with. You might have heard of the Druids of England and their magic tree, but you're not super well versed. You know that tends to be, the stories are that they can bring people back to life, that the tree can control ley lines, and sometimes offers gifts, and these gifts can be twisted towards evil ends. But that takes quite a bit of power to twist it. They are items of power. And you have just seen a very small one.
Interesting.
Peppermint, you have a lot of stuff, right? You have a lot of like stuff, like you have all these plants and stuff.
Do you know about dragons?
Yeah, like do you think you could make something that a dragon would like to eat, maybe, or like something that would like, I don't know anything about dragons. Something that would make its skin feel nice.
Scales.
Scales. Something to make its scales feel nice.
Some scale moisturizer?
Possibly,
wax.
but I've never made such a thing for a dragon.
I mean, wait a minute, Kevin. I want to look up. Are there just? Isn't there like a dragon every once in a while?
Every now and then there is a dragon.
We could ask them, or
They
So I'm
seem-
gonna. So Kid is gonna go. Oh, well, hold on. I think I got an idea, and I want to start. I want to start walking towards one of them, and then underneath they go. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Its tail flicks. It seems to be sleeping, but its tail flicked.
Excuse me, dragon. Oh, is that offensive? Excuse me. I don't know how to talk to them.
Someone wearing golden robes. Their robes are like made of gold, and they're cinched at the waist with a black, red, blue, and gold belt. Says, excuse me, please leave the dragon to their slumber. They are recovering energies after a difficult encounter.
They just sleep on the buildings?
Yes.
I guess
I
that
mean,
makes sense. The biggest spot.
There's the old joke. What do you do when a dragon sleeps on your building?
I don't know. What do you do when a dragon sleeps on your building?
You get a new building.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Well, do you know about dragons?
Would you like to learn more about dragons?
Oh boy. Uh-oh.
Behind them, you see the giant arches of the Church of Dragonrite. If you have questions about dragons, please.
Guys, I found exactly what we need. I somehow found exactly what we're looking for. Me and my friends were gonna go meet a dragon, and we have to we have to get something from them. That they might not want to. Yeah, that they might not want to give, but we need to do it on behalf of someone else. I don't. It's a whole thing, but I don't know. We don't know anything about dragons or what to bring them. Well, what we know, we know a little bit. But if you want to take something from a dragon and not have to hurt it or not, get eaten alive, what do you do?
Dragons like fudge.
I was going to bring a gift of fudge.
Everybody likes fudge.
Everybody likes fudge, right?
Some too much. Every dragon is unique. As assorted colors as the universe's stars, dragons soar with their power above us, tunnel with their strength below us.
Uh-oh. But what do you get one as a gift?
Your respect.
Oh, okay.
Your devotion.
I don't know about that one. I mean, I'm not gonna pray to it.
I just think if we bring gifts in earnestness, then we will be granted an audience.
Okay.
Respect the dragon's power.
Okay, we can do that. All right. Let's maybe get.
I will warn you, every dragon is unique. What may insult one may slide off the scales of another.
Okay.
This teaches us to be ever aware.
So what do you guys think you want to do? Should we make gifts?
Well, if we're not in a hurry, I mean, yeah, we can make some gifts.
And then go and then give our respect and our appreciation.
Yes.
Devotion.
I'm not gonna pray to it, but yeah.
Well, you wouldn't pray to the individual dragon.
Right.
We at the Church of Dragonright respect the power of each individual dragon, from the youngest to the eldest, and we pray to the gods of dragons.
There are gods of dragons? What are those like?
You have much to learn.
I'll just take a pamphlet. That'd be fine. I don't need a whole. I have things I gotta do.
Just keep the pamphlet.
Yeah, definitely.
It hands you a pamphlet with an arch on the front that says, the power within you, the power around you, and the true power. Spoiler alert, the true power is dragons.
I assumed that the
Yes.
true power was dragons.
Yeah.
Very cool. Thank you. Do we leave now? Do we leave these people?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
you can walk away at any time.
As we're walking away, I do want to turn around real quick and whisper so that they don't hear me, but whisper to this dragon church person. Do all dragons love gold? Is that like a thing? Is that an actual thing? Do all of them love gold? Is it just like shared between all of them?
Dragons are possessive. Many dragons are possessive. Gold is a color they revere.
Okay.
Not all revere properly.
But they all like gold.
Some of them don't respect the gold.
I don't know what that means. But they like
Puts
gold.
your hands on the pamphlet. Like,
Okay. Yep, gotcha. Thank you. Have a nice day with your stuff. I'm gonna leave.
may they clear the clouds from your sun.
Thank you.
Yep.
Okay, so if we're able to get our hands on anything that's gold, that will probably be really even better, because apparently that is a real thing. Something about revering it. I don't know. I was half listening, but they did say that it's good. That...
I mean, does anyone give me a roll on lore creatures of magic?
I can.
I just, Frey's been in Merktown. Can she roll intelligence?
She can roll intelligence. That will get you some specific knowledge about a specific dragon.
Yeah. It's some knowledge.
Yeah, it's something. But it won't be nearly as good as creatures of magic. Like, the quality of your answer will be lower even if you roll that.
Okay. A 20 under 42.
Okay, so you do know, you've never heard of a dragon that turned away a gift, unless that gift was some kind of trap. Even the kindest of dragons are intense about their property. And like things, what they like differs. And there is one dragon in Merktown that is known to not necessarily be the friendliest, but is quite influential. Not all dragons rule with force, and not all dragons rule without it. But each dragon likes to see themselves as the leader of their domain.
Even like good ones,
Yeah.
they're still like, this is my house,
Yes.
kind of.
Yes.
Okay.
And
That's
Peppermint?
cool. I like that. They can't help
I
it.
rolled a 52 out of 35 as my skill, I believe.
All right, so you didn't quite get there.
Nope.
You get roughly that dragons don't cross dragons. Like, people who, the stories you've heard, people who have bad run-ins with dragons have bad run-ins. But
Yes.
every now and then you hear a story about someone who was saved by a dragon, or some dragon gave them a gift.
See, we give an earnest gift. It's not a trap. We don't try to hurt them. Don't try to lie, obviously.
From the books I used to read, I speak a little bit of Draconic too, so maybe, I could try to... I don't know if that'll help. I don't know how good I am at it either, but...
You can make something out of gold.
I can also make something out of gold, yeah. But we need gold. That's its own thing.
You can probably buy a brick of gold in the city, but it probably won't be cheap.
I didn't think so.
Anywhere there's magic users, someone needs gold for something. But that also means someone's willing to pay for gold.
Ooh, the price of gold in Rift's world is probably really high.
It fluctuates wildly depending on where you are and what the need is, because it's good for wiring. It's bad for, say, bludgeoning a dinosaur to death.
I was gonna say, Dino Swamp, nobody gives a shit.
Yeah.
Take your dumb
gold,
soft
great,
rocks out of here.
see ya. Yeah.
Yeah. I can bite through that shit. Get it away from me. Oh, okay.
Yeah. But, if you're trying to build the insides of armor, like if you're building a mech, or, say, doing a magic ritual that requires something that likes gold.
Okay.
I'm just sticking with fudge.
I think the fudge is a good idea. Yeah. Unless you guys have something that's gold, I don't have enough money for that. I'm not, that's too rich for my blood. But
I do have a question. How much fudge would we have to bring for it to be considered a gift for a dragon?
oh shit, we don't know how big the dragon. Oh. I look up at the building.
That dragon is about 15 feet long.
It's a lot of fudge.
It's a lot of dragon up there. It's not too old of a dragon, but yeah.
Good amount.
Probably like my pickup truck full.
I don't think we
Like the
need
whole
that
bed?
much fudge. That's a lot of fudge.
Well, that's like a brick to us.
Okay.
That's bigger. No,
Yeah.
you're right. You're right. Maybe about half a bed. Half a bed's worth.
Half a truck full.
Yeah, half a truck full makes a little bit more sense. I was thinking the whole bed of the truck is like one big fudge bar
I
to a
was
dragon, but
I was not thinking that much fudge.
okay.
That's a lot of fudge.
You know, at
It is
some
a lot of
point,
fudge.
enough of anything becomes kind of insulting.
Yes. We don't want to.
Okay, yeah, good idea. What if it's like the best fudge they have? Right? Does that
I
make
was
sense?
just going to get like, I don't know, like a
Peanut
nice
butter fudge.
few box and such. Yes.
Okay. Okay, sure.
It is a gift. It is a symbol. It is a gesture.
Okay.
It's not a bribe.
Right.
Well, it's a trade, is what it is. At the end of the day, we want something from this dragon. We're not just going there out of the kindness of our hearts. We are there for something.
Yes. But what we're going to get is not from the gifts that we give. The gifts are to show respect and to have their majesty, their royal majesty,
Oh, shit.
grand dominator of the Canton, destroyer of the popheads.
Potheads.
Potheads.
Yeah, potheads.
Warrior.
Skaktz.
Skax is his name. Fucking awesome.
Skaktz.
What? S
Great
What?
name for a dragon.
Skaktz.
S K
AKTZ.
A K T Z. Scats.
Is there anything, Peppermint, that you think you could do to the fudge to make it like even better?
You're muted.
I have some cooking skill, but doubt I'm anywhere near as good as the actual fudge makers. I can bless it to make sure it doesn't spoil, but beyond that,
Look,
Everlasting fudge.
kid, you're making this too. We're going to give a little fudge. You can make a gift that is personal and represents you. Greeks, whatever gift you think is appropriate for you. Peppermint.
Have you heard of this thing called a gift basket? I saw
Yes.
on this show called The Orifice.
The
Yes.
orifice. The
You see?
orifice.
That is what we're basically doing. We're basically making 4 gift baskets as a gesture of goodwill and introduction. We do not need to make it extravagant. We are just regular people showing respect. That is all.
Okay, I'm just nervous. You know, I just want to
I-
make sure
I
we
know.
get this done. I don't want
I
to
know.
leave there without this. We need this tooth,
I know, but,
and I don't
but
want to fight a dragon. Look at that thing.
we're not going to fight a dragon. There's just no way.
Good.
We have skills, but we don't have that many skills.
Then I'll go make something cool out of some iron.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna go find a forge.
When you came in, you heard the sound of a
Oh, I know.
dwarven forge.
That's the one I'm gonna look
You find it easily again. Working it is a pair of dwarven twins. Both of them are long-bearded female twins with they work in sync on the same blade.
for. Oh, they're just so in tune with each other. that
Yeah,
they're
they do not skip a beat. They are they're stout, they're strong, they're dwarfs. They have
Right.
long beards. One's beard is kind of red with braids. The other one is blonde in a single like ponytail holder. And the blonde has like piercing blue eyes. The redhead has like emerald green, and
Cool.
they are just like rhythming, singing. You can hear them sing as they sing one of the work songs.
I tap my foot to the, not like loudly, just I almost can't help it, but like tap my foot to the beat of what they're doing and just kind of take in the smells of the forge and the sounds, and that's just good. Like it feels good to be immersed in that again. And if there's a break in what they're doing,
the song boom 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 comes to an end, and then the last note of it is them plunging the forged sword into the water to cool it, is the final note of the song. Which, if this were a TV show, someone would write, and it would sound awesome.
It's not fucking cool, yeah. I'm imagining like
there is someone I
like
could commission to write a dwarven work song.
Do it.
I might.
Well, when they turn to me, I want to
Dwarven forge song. Yes. They look up and go. They take a moment, like. They look over at. They take off their face shields. Their beards are singed in places.
Yeah, of course.
But they aren't wearing extravagant jewelry. And they go, "Well, what can I do for?"
Yeah. I was interested in perhaps being able to use your forge. But I am Krogahel Kid.
Yeah.
I am the son of.
That makes sense now.
You heard of my family?
No.
Oh.
I was just looking at your work.
I want to look at like my person because I'm wearing my work.
Yeah.
My hammer.
Yeah, it's a fine hammer. I've seen work like it once before, but it's been a long, long time.
Well, I'm actually I am the son of Crodina Vulcan.
Oh, the Vulcan, yes, I do know. Probably about 200 years ago.
Mm-hmm. Yep, Vulcan Hammer Forge. That's where I learned my trade. So I'm no novice.
So you won't break anything.
Exactly. That's exactly what I mean.
It's good to know.
And if I do, I will replace it. But I was wondering if I could just make something.
We ain't got materials for you. We can get you a good price though.
That's fine. That's fine.
What you needing? It's been a while since yeah.
I need something. I need to make something that'll impress a dragon.
Well, you get a sharp enough blade.
No, not impress in a dragon. Impress a dragon.
Who knows with them?
A blade.
I mean, some dragons like blades. Some dragons like figurines. Some dragons like music.
I don't know much about him, but his name is the Dominator. Skigax. Oh, I like the fact. I think I like the fact that Krogahel can like never remember people's names correctly. Skiglax, I think.
They look at each other. No, I don't know him personally.
Well, if he's the Dominator, I think maybe he'd appreciate a sword. You know. Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a fine sword. Then I just need some. I need some good. Yeah, I just need to temper some steel and. Yeah, I think I'm gonna make a nice kick-ass gladius.
All right then.
All right.
All right. You know what? We can get you the materials at about 5 credits. That's the wholesale price.
Yeah, not bad.
And forge is still warm, so you're welcome to use it.
Thank you.
Pleasure to meet you, Krogahel Kid.
Pleasure to meet you. I didn't get your names.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm here as Doris.
Oh boy.
Doris Strix. Like door is Strix.
Door is Strix. Okay.
And there's my sister, Maristrix.
Maristrix. Sorry, I can hear my dog barking. The Dwarven Sisters. What's this forge called?
This is the
So I can have it on my list.
the bronze owl.
Bronze Owl Smithy. Okay, cool. Well, thank you very much, Dorstrix, Maristrix. I'm gonna get to work.
How about it then?
Okay.
Doris,
Cool,
the
I'm
one
gonna-
with a red beard.
Yes.
So yeah, I want to make a fucking badass, well-balanced, really nice Gladius.
All right. So that takes some effort. Do you have a skill at weapon making?
I believe I do.
I believe so too. I mean, there is a skill called forgery, but I don't think it does what you need.
You could use that if you were going to make a trap.
I don't have
Gift.
weapon making.
Well, you probably have something like blacksmithing.
Yeah, wait, I think I have to have that, right?
Let me look at your sheet.
Blacksmith.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have
There you go.
blacksmith. Okay. Oh, wait, my eyes just had to adjust there. It's the little number. No, the big number with the 0 is the thing.
It's the tens.
Then the little number is the
the
number
ones.
that comes after. Okay, 56.
What's your skill?
65.
Okay, so you make a good Gladius. It is not your finest work.
But we're in
This-
a rush.
Yeah, you are not spending a day doing this. You are making a very good weapon. You aren't detailing it with like engraving or anything.
No,
but
just
it is
my mark.
an excellent weapon. It is an SDC weapon. It is just iron. It is just steel.
Oh.
But that's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay. It's ornamental.
It is, and you dragons might enchant things.
Sure. Yeah. Absolutely. But yeah, it's the
The ability to forge MDC metal is impossibly rare. You can create
really?
it, but like to be able to forge it into the shapes that the kid can do takes like no one. It's very difficult. There's certain spells that need to be involved in that.
You've given me something to aspire to in the game. That's an aspiration now. Wasn't that what they were called in
Learn to
Smaller
forge
Action?
MDC metal.
Yeah. I like it.
Well, you're not going
I
to
have a
alchemy
magic
steel
hammer.
into magic. You're not going to MDC like steel into magic steel without magic.
Is that
Part of the
is MDC magic? I thought it was just like a different kind of metal.
You can create MDC metal, but to be able to forge it the way you do would probably shatter it. It can. It's like It's able to be made industrially. Like gigantic presses that take a lot of time and
Okay.
polymers are involved in
But I would
compounds.
just punch a hole through it because I'm smashing it with a hammer and it would
Yeah,
just dent it.
once it's molded into its shape, it's very hard to reshape.
Like adamantium, kind of.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Well,
there are some who
that's-
have the ability to work normal metal into MDC materials.
Well, I want that.
That's
Give
magic.
me their blood.
You can find it.
I don't want their blood. I'm not that guy anymore.
They're the kind of people that have MDC swords. So good luck.
If I take their blood, can I? No, I'm not going to do that.
If you take their blood, you've got to get it from them. Anyhow.
Anyhow, so I shove cool the sword,
Yes.
and as I kind of pull it up and look at it, I lift my helmet and go, "Yeah, it's all right." Like I imagine like a badass montage of like crung, and then
Marstrix is.
it's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
It's
I didn't want to
okay.
say anything. It's nice.
No, I said, look, I'm in a rush. You know, I got other things I gotta do. Believe me, I can make pretty good work. You know, I just.
I believe you.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it, guys. I hope to see you again.
I'll be seeing you.
Yep. And
Anyone else doing anything else in the city to prepare to go?
Greeks will draw out a schematic of a music box.
Oh, cool.
Then make that.
All right, give me some kind of tinkering roll. Or mechanical engineer?
Yeah.
I don't know what you want to use.
Mechanical engineer. A 10.
Well, you make a very nice music box. Do you want to have the inside thing be a little dragon that spins around, or do you have some other idea?
Dragon ballerina.
Like when you open it up, there's a little thing that spins around sometimes.
Yeah, dragon.
Dragon ballerina.
All right. So you did an amazing job. You take a couple of hours to put this together. It's fine, detailed work. And the notes are good. Everything sounds good.
Open it and it's a hologram of a dragon breathing fire and then breathing lightning. And
Oh, you add electronics to it? That's even cooler. Yeah.
Then breathing ice and all that stuff.
Nice. All right. Anyone else have any other preparations before you set out on an adventure?
Peppermint's going to just brew up a tincture before they leave.
All right.
And after buying an appropriate amount of fudge and having it wrapped nicely, because that's really all we need, Freya wants to...
One thing each is not unreasonable.
Yes. Of course. And she wants to... She's all about information. So she wants to either get a map, talk to a
So
guide.
what she needs is a wilderness scout.
Yes.
What she needs is in a bar. There is a couple. There's like an Explorer Society, which has a closed sign on the door. And right next to it is a bar with the same sign that says open. Like the font on Explorer Society is the same as the bar next to it. And it's a bunch of letters you have never seen before in your life. Well, there's occasionally like it starts Delta and then a Z looking kind of letter with a dash kind of through it and around it. And then a kind of a cross where part of it goes up. And then a bunch of dashes and a tilde. It's clearly a word in a language you can't read. And underneath in parentheses is just the word deltas.
Freya, understanding where they are, goes to the bar.
As you come into the bar, a gigantic mass of fur and hair rams into you, knocking you back as you are hit in the head with a dog boy. A very woolly dog boy comes flying at you, impacts you, knocks you to the ground, gets up, growls, and just goes charging into the bar, where you see about a 5-foot-tall Hispanic woman with black hair and single braid just like flip it onto its back. Looks up at you and her eyes go wide. And that's where we're going to break.
Is that the porcelain doll? Oh shit!
Tune
Cool.
in next week.
Fuck
Yeah.
yeah.
Threads.
When you
Threads
said
of
you
things.
got hit by a dog boy, my brain didn't understand.
Yeah,
for a
someone
second.
threw a
Someone threw
furry
an entire-
person.
Someone threw an entire person at you.
Yes. Well, they threw them out of the bar into you.
Yeah.
My puppy wants to get in here so bad right now.
All right. So let's thank you everybody for joining us. I hope you enjoyed the game. So let's go around and do our little outros. I'm going to start once again with Peppermint so that she can get it all done and then work on what she needs to do.
Yeah, I am Nerdy Teddy. You can find me on Twitter at Nerdy Teddy. You can find me around the internet at various places, but mostly here. I'm obviously in this game, and I'm running game on Thursday nights at 8:30 p.m. EST called American Summer. It's a little we're playing Remember X. It's a suburban horror 80s game, taking a few episodes to kind of get the feel of the world and stuff before we get into the more scarier parts of the game. I have written a couple of small games and stuff recently. You can get that on itch following that link. We also have a Discord. If you're not already in it, go ahead and feel free to join it. That's all I got.
All right, thank you. Let's go to Kid.
Hello, I am Evan. My Twitter is EvanJennings64. And yeah, this was awesome. I really had a good time. I like now I got to forge something. That was neat.
Yeah.
And I like that you gave us Ghost Trippy Balls Fudge, and that's fun. I want I want to meet a fudger. Or a fudgy, or whatever, a fudge head, whatever you call them. I need to meet. That needs to become some sort of NPC or group of NPCs later. Please, I request it.
What do you think those street kid gangs are?
Yes.
They're all hopped up on fudge.
They're all hopped on fudge.
That was Leyline.
Oh my god.
Leyline twerps all hopped up on fudge.
Yeah, damn fudgers. I'm very excited, and I want to meet this dragon.
All right. Did you mention those things that you do elsewhere?
Oh
on
shit!
YouTubes?
I'm sorry. I went in a different direction.
It's okay.
My brain.
Please tell me what you like as well. But also,
I run an evil campaign on Beyond DMH YouTube channel. There's like a whole section with all my games and stuff. It's like a thing me and my friends do, but there's a whole section for my games. And I do art. I need to update my art shit. I haven't done it in a while. But I keep doing it though. But I do art on. You can see my art on Instagram for Art of Zombie Love Juice. And if you have a commission, you can send me a message. Yeah.
all right. Thank you, Michelle. Go for Freya.
Hi, I'm Michelle. You can find me on Twitter at Shell_game. On Make Believe, I am on at Saturdays at 8 p.m. Eastern. I'm in the Waverly 98 game. So, and then I'm here, and then like if anything else comes up, you can find me on Twitter where I will announce stuff. So yeah, that's me. And I just sort of like Frey is just like, we just need a gift basket worth of fudge. We don't need the truck, kid. We don't need the truck.
Why think when you could overthink?
Yes.
All right. And oh my god, Greeks. I was blanking on their name. Greeks.
Hi, I'm Ting. I'm DTing1000 on Twitter. I've got a game on itch.
Yeah.
The hack of what's so cool. Yeah, this was fun as always. Nice little tour of a city.
Yeah, nothing terrible has started happening to y'all yet. Oh, yeah.
Yet.
It's always yet.
All right. So thank you so much. My name is Kevin Myers. I've been your GM. Thank you all to my players so much. I appreciate all of you. And to our viewers, Armored Lord, I want to call out especially thank you for throwing pictures into the Discord. That is super helpful because I am sometimes bad at describing things. I always mean to like clip them and send them to Nerdy before the show and be like, oh, send these up. But then I never think to actually do it. So, yeah, that's on
I
me.
mean, if you give them to me before the show, I can even possibly set something up so I can click over to it and flash it on the stream. So,
Yeah. I'll try, but
just gotta give me the time to be able to set it up.
Yeah. Well, ADD. It's fun.
I know that feeling.
All right. So you can find my wife's wonderful knitting patterns, including the Geek Along sweater that she's currently publishing for free, one bit at a time. This week's mystery clue, I believe, was Mega Man. So check her out at llamasandllamas.com. And thank you all for joining us. And we're looking forward. We're going to have someone else joining us next week. And I believe we're going to see the introduction of... I'm blanking on Maxine and her character, whose name I'm currently...
Jada?
Jada, that's it, yes. Jada. We'll see the introduction of Jada. So, thank you all for joining us. And do we have a raid?
Yes, we are going to go... Ouch. I hit my headphone cord. That hurt. We're going to raid Off the Table this week. It looks like they're playing Mask, so hope everybody enjoys that, and we will see you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.